Very good evening, friends. This side Rahul Magan here as a Group Chief Executive Officer Treasury Consulting and also a venture capitalist. As we speak on 10th November 2020, I would like to introduce a very important concept before you. So, first of all, I can say apologies because from the last, I think, 7 or 8 days, I was completely absent from YouTube. Actually, the reason is that the markets were very volatile. Number one, we were tracking the US election, and thankfully, US election happened the way we planned. Though we were pro Trump, but unfortunately, Biden is coming, and we would definitely have a detailed video in that regards on Biden. Having said that, for many people, the election is over, but for us, election not yet over because Donald Trump is going ahead with some legal issues to Supreme Court of United States. And according to the research which is available in the public domain, the few discussion happened on the Bloomberg and few other articles, Supreme Court would be taking maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or maybe more to decide that issue. So I'm really not of the opinion that the Biden is as of now President of United States of America. Having said that, Biden and Kamala Harris both changed their bios on Twitter. Anyways, moving further, we were doing some research from the last 7 to 8 days, and that research, thankfully, with the blessings of Lord, concluded very well. The research was about shifting from intrinsic value to indicative value. You know that Treasury Consulting Hedge Fund Desk on a very often note always speaks about the intrinsic value. And we are amongst very limited hedge funds of the globe who cover the concept of intrinsic value because we feel that intrinsic value is very important concept as far as the markets are concerned. But unfortunately, many people do not take this as of now. But anyways, that is something which I can clearly understand. Now the time has come when Treasury Consulting will shift from intrinsic value to indicative value. And there are two kinds of indicative values on which we are shifting. So while we were doing the research, we wanted to in fact reinvent the wheel as far as intrinsic value is concerned, but somehow a very good thing came before us, which is indicative value. Before I move further, let me explain the difference between the two. So intrinsic value is nothing but a value which is the right value of a stock. So I take a hypothetical example. Assuming there is a stock called XYZ who is currently trading at 1100. So this 1100 is CMP, which is current market price. Now that 1100 is definitely not the intrinsic value. Now, assuming the intrinsic value of the stock is 300, it means that the stock is at least 3 times above the intrinsic value. That doesn't mean that Treasury Consulting will not buy that. In many cases we don't buy, but some cases we do. Once we get the information some information from the market that any deal is pending, any kind of contract is pending, some news article in public domain, once we read the balance sheet of the company and so many things, to be honest. So we definitely go ahead with that. In many cases we don't. But sometimes what happens, that stock is going up and up. Like there are many NBFCs, non-banking financial corporation stocks in India, those who are going up and up. And I'm really surprised as always that guys, come on, what making you up? That is more important. But anyways, let's ignore these things. All of a sudden, we look at a new concept which is known as indicative value. And once we were researching on the indicative value, we never thought about that indicative value could be of two types. So intrinsic value is definitely the real value of the stock. But what is indicative value? The indicative value is the value at which operators play. Let's go with the same example. A stock which is trading at 1100 having an intrinsic value of 300, what would the indicative value is 200. It means that as and when the stock comes to 200, operators start playing the game. They will take this stock up. What we did, we took some data of recent companies who did the corporate actions. Now, what is corporate action? Very simple. Follow on public issues, buyback, offer for sale, stock splits, divestiture, and so on and so forth. There are hundreds and hundreds of corporate action which we are having. We took some data and we test, the graphs. Once we tested all the graphs, we got some value that at this price, stock always retrace. Now, what is retrace? Now, when we got this data, we were like, now, before I move further, there is a concept called trading at retracement. This concept is specifically told in the swing trading at retracement. It means that if the stock fall at a relevant level, it will once again go back. Statisticians call this as mean reverting attitude, while the traders call this as a retracement. So point is same, Now what happens? We got something different, which is there are two kind of indicative values. One is shareholder indicative value and one is intraday indicative value. And that really confused us a lot. What is shareholder indicative value? Shareholder indicative value is the value at which company always go ahead with corporate actions. Example, a stock is trading at 1100 and due to some negative reason, the stock came down to 800. Shareholder indicative value is the company immediately came in the market and announced the buyback. Maybe 10 other things. I cannot explain everything in a short video, but you understand very well. While intraday indicative value is the value at which operators always come and take their positions. Hey guys, what is positions? It doesn't mean buy, it means sell also. It means FNO also. To prove this point, today was the last day of the research. What we did, we collated some FNO data about Nifty and Bank Nifty, which is there in the public domain. Okay. We got some data of few Bank Nifty stocks from Reuters. We have Reuters. And we got something which we never thought of. What we got is that a stock price is rising, PE is rising, P stands for put, PE is rising, and the index CE is also rising. And here comes a new twist in the story, which is that effective 15th November, Treasury Consulting will start taking positions based upon indicative value. Of course, we will continue with our philosophy of intrinsic value. That is sure. Our philosophy of intrinsic value will continue till the time I am alive. Rather, we will continue to expand our thinking in intrinsic value using statistical models in Microsoft Excel, maybe few softwares. But having said that, from 15th November 2020, we would be taking first position in terms of indicative value. And I'm really happy that this all is possible because of the research. Because research let me think in that direction. I understand very well that, when we would be taking the first trade, it would be, very, very difficult. We really don't know whether we end up in a profit or loss, but we would definitely be taking. By the way, today a C category people wrote me a message on the WhatsApp and he said that you must be losing. Nifty is around 13,000 and Sensex is around 44. Hey guys, from the last 3 to 4 days, we are in profit booking. We sold 20 plus stocks and all stocks in profit. And we would continue to do the profit booking. Even if the Sensex will go to 50,000 or Nifty will go to 20,000, we will not be in a loss and vice versa. The reason is majority of the deals we done at intrinsic value and we hold the patience. So guys, if you are a sponsored person from the Hindi media, tell your Hindi media speakers that now Treasury Consulting always in profit. Even when Sensex was at 23, we were in profit. Today, when Sensex is around 44, we are in profit. Nifty was at around 8,000, we were in profit. Nifty is around 13,000, we are in profit. You think about yourself, what is your strategy of handling Nifty and Bank Nifty now when it is 13 and around 28 respectively? That's more important because we know how to handle these things. And by the way, we are handling on daily basis. And C category people, I hope you do not ever heard about indicative value. I challenge if anyone talked about indicative value on YouTube. And 15th November, which is precisely 5 days from now, Treasury Consulting would started taking position on indicative value. And hell lot of thing on the cards. That's for sure. So guys, where your thinking stops from where we start. This is the knowledge level of Treasury Consulting. And I'm very happy though I was silent from the last 7 to 8 days, but research went very well. And thank you very much to someone in the sky. Our research would continue in 2021. We are well ahead of the curve. We are launching our own ETF platform. We are entering into Basel IV. We are launching so many things in 2021 that it would be difficult for us to manage. And there is a big surprising element which is on the way. This is Rahul from Treasury Consulting. You know our WhatsApp 9818485155. And Treasury Consulting is happy to take a shift from intrinsic value to indicative value. But this is a model which is devised by Treasury Consulting, a proprietary based model, not available in the public domain. We would continue to prosper our philosophy on intrinsic value, but we will start taking position on indicative value. मोटा भाई केम छो? मोटा भाई 15 नवंबर से इंडिकेटिव वैल्यू, इंट्रिंसिक प्लस इंडिकेटिव, समझ गए मोटा भाई? घबराना नहीं है, किसी ने नहीं समझाया ना इंडिकेटिव अभी तक, हम समझाएंगे। ठीक है मोटा भाई, केम छो? हैव अ गुड डे सर।